It's so easy to get started using Tadabase that you can build a production-ready application in under 10 clicks. And today we're going to focus specifically on building an application for kitchen installers. So we have dozens of different industries that you can choose from, but today, like I said, we're going to do kitchen installers. All right, so the first thing we're going to select here is who's going to actually be accessing the application that we're going to build. Okay, so we can choose from a number of different user roles, and Tadabase has really granular user level security permissions that we can set in the application based on these user roles. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is actually decide what features we want to add to our application. So for this case, I'm going to choose Kitchen Installer System because this is a fully built production-ready application that's going to function as an organization-wide like central hub for everything that's happening within your particular business. All right, so this includes managing jobs, managing customers, managing all of your measurements and designs, including an actual customer portal where the customer can log in and view status about their particular job and add any job notes. Okay, so we're going to create this now. We can give our application a name. We can upload our company logo and a description. And once we hit create, Tadabase behind the scenes is actually going to create this application from the ground up. Okay, when we're done, this is what our application is going to look like. Okay, so we can log in with any of the actual user roles that we defined earlier. In this case, we're going to start with the administrator. So we can go into the application and see what that looks like as an administrator. We're met with this company dashboard where we have a welcome message and a calendar and some particular calculations for things that need to happen today, as well as some various information over here on the right about job statuses and companies that we're currently working with. Okay, across the top of the page here is the actual menu for the application, containing all of the pages that were built through that particular onboarding process that we saw previously. Okay, so if we wanted to see all of the users in the application, including their email address and whatever user role they're assigned to, and any connected companies or a company that they have a relationship with, we can do so here, as well as viewing the actual user details. Okay, we can also drill down further by building pages that will only show us users by particular roles. Okay, viewing customers is super easy where we can view all of the actual customer information directly on this customer page. And the great thing about Tadabase is that all of these pages are actually interconnected. Okay, so unlike something like a spreadsheet where you may have to navigate between multiple sheets, we can link directly from one particular page or section of the application to the other. So if we wanted to view more information about a customer and then look at all of the other items or objects within the application that they have a relationship with, like a location, a job, a contact, units, measurements, and designs, we can do that right on a customer detail page. If we want to view more information about any one of those items, we can link directly to that page. So we can go from customer detail right over to a design detail for a particular job, where we can then add things like design notes or change statuses if we need to. Okay, so let's log out now and actually view this from another perspective, something like a customer perspective. So we're going to go back and we're going to log in, this time as a customer. Okay, so a customer is going to log in. Now, because we assigned these particular user roles, we can then set customized pages and customized page security based on that user role. So you notice right away that the menu is different. So the customer portal is built separately from that kind of admin portal that we viewed just a second ago, where they really only have one page that they're working with, and it's a list of all of the jobs that are connected directly to them. Okay, so we can view more details about, in this case, my job, my kitchen remodel, where I can view the status of that particular remodel, how the measurements are doing, who added the job, all of the information about the company and location, units, any special instructions, and again, the ability to add new records that connect to this job. So if I needed to add a job note in order to communicate something that I needed as a customer directly to an office employee or the office staff of the kitchen company, then I can do so here. Now, what does this all look like behind the scenes? So what we just saw was a boilerplate template. Okay, so this is just to get you started quickly. Like I said, in under 10 clicks, we can have an application built and ready to use for your company extremely quickly, but it's really just the beginning. Okay, you're able to customize nearly every single aspect of this application through Tadabase and through the Tadabase builder. So the builder is split into two main sections. We have the data builder, which is basically storage for all of the actual data that you have for your application. So here's all of our contacts, all of our jobs, all of our customers. All of these rows, also known as records, have all of these fields or columns that define the actual piece of data that we're looking at. Okay, all of this is editable and able to be managed behind the scenes through the data builder if necessary, or if you wanted to add a new field, for instance, for a customer, if you wanted to add some other piece of data that you want to collect for a customer, you can do so very easily by adding a new field to do that. Additionally, you can change the name of any existing fields that were created, and each field has its own special group of settings for that particular field type. Okay, now the page builder is really where you're building the meat of the application. So this is all of the pages that you're able to navigate through in order to create, read, update, delete information that's stored in the data builder. Okay, so the page builder is what we're actually viewing here. Right, so we have broken this application down into a number of different layouts because we intend for user roles to access very specific pages and not access anybody else's pages. Okay, the pages that are built for the admins give full control, right? Where the pages that are built for designers only allow them to really look at job details, add designs, and look at design details and edit that design. Okay, same thing with measurement or measurers and the customers. Okay, so each page, again, fully customizable. Everything here that you're seeing has unique options and settings to really take this over the top to whatever sort of customization limit you may need. All right, so if we wanted to maybe change, let's see, if we were at the job detail page and we wanted to change how this detail page looked, we could remove components, we can add new components, and we have plenty of components to choose from in order to customize every page exactly how you need it. And last but not least, let's talk about integrations. So I'm sure your company probably uses many external services, and Tadabase can absolutely connect with those services. You can see our ever-growing list of nearly 100 Tadabase pipes here to allow you to communicate data to and from your application with external services. So that's how easy it is to create a production-ready application using Tadabase to run your business from start to finish. And so sign up today, create your account with Tadabase, and join thousands of other people who are successfully running their business using Tadabase.